Hi everyone, these are your February 2017 horoscopes, and that's a month of love and a month of eclipses as well. We'll go in depth about it, but because it's the month of love, I want to bring you a very cheap and affordable webinar just for $19, below $20, that I'll do on the 12th of February, right after the eclipse and before February the 14th, the celebration of love. And it's gonna be on compatibility and love according to ancient method, Vedic method. We're gonna look at the soulmate chart, the 9 divisional on the Vamsha chart, and compare it to the birth chart of one person and the other. This is a technique that is very rare. I haven't seen anyone else use it, but one particular astrologer, and it's ancient one. It's given to her in Tibet, so it's amazing, guys. I personally use it a lot, and it shows whether you're soulmates, basically, because you can have sexual attraction and physical attraction with many people. Are you meant to walk the path together in this lifetime? Is there this attraction? And sometimes people can feel the attraction towards someone else, but the other one might not feel. They might feel sexually attracted to you, but might not feel the pull to spend your life with you. And we're going to be able to see whether it's both ways or one ways. It's an amazing technique. Come and join me, just $20. And then towards the end of February, on the 20-something, I think it was the 26th. Yes, on Sunday again, I'm going to do a webinar all about Neptune. Those of you who took all about Uranus, my webinar, you'll get a discount for it. And so come and join me for this one. It's been success, 6-7 hours it carries on. Taurus February 2017, and let's see what the eclipses will bring for you, Taurus. They don't directly affect you, which is good, because eclipses can be a bit unsettling sometimes, because they really kind of bring the most fated events in life, the ones that despite of our free will, they were meant for us. That's basically our soulmate, like a contract or a plan for us before we were incarnated even. Because they don't directly affect you, they would affect still some area of your life. And I'm going to try and see how, and explain to you how exactly it's going to affect you. And I believe these 2 eclipses are, especially the first, the lunar one, is extremely positive one, because look how the planets are arranged in perfect geometrical figures. This is the moon here, where the eclipse happens. The eclipse, the lunar eclipse, is a full moon, which means the moon is opposite the sun, and it's happening in Leo. And it's very strongly supported, because we have only so many good aspects to the moon, from Jupiter, from Saturn, from Uranus. It creates a grand trine, which means inspiration, which means opportunities coming to you, and it's part of a mystic square, not square, what's that called? Something square again, mystic rectangle. And the mystic rectangle, it's something that manifests in a material way and implants itself in your reality. So we have the inspiration and the opportunities that the universe is bringing you through this solar eclipse in the 4th house of family, of property, of place of living, of figuring out your emotional needs. And a full moon, which is what an eclipse, lunar eclipse is. It's a full moon on steroids, basically. It's about something coming to fruition, something coming to completion, something coming to manifestation, seeing the results, something tangible. And it's even more increased this year, this lunar eclipse, in your 4th house, because it's part, Rahu causes it. Rahu and Ketu are the nodes of the moon that actually cause the eclipses. This is a line where the moon crosses the Earth, the ecliptic of the sun, but it's happening with Rahu, and Rahu is a point of gaining. Rahu, the north node, is a point of progress in a material way, seeing material results, seeing gaining something, receiving something tangible, progressing. So this lunar eclipse will give you something, you know, and because it's part of such great configuration, it will give it in a smooth, easy way. Because, you know, as I said, the inspiration and the opportunities will come, and also the opportunity to manifest it in a material way will come, because triangle brings inspiration, opportunity, square brings manifestation materially. So very supportive, especially, you know, in regards to matters concerning the 4th house, where the solar eclipse is happening. lunar eclipse is happening. And possibly even in matters regarding the 10th house, where the sun will be, because the sun and the moon are in opposition, so your 4th house and 10th house are being powerfully triggered. So something you can receive and manifest in regards, first of all, let's see, the 4th house is family. Maybe a new member of family. Maybe some fated event in regards to your family, maybe finding the right home, maybe finding the right country you want to live in, maybe something fated in regards in the life of your parents that can come, but you gain something out of it. Maybe something like a sense of belonging somewhere, maybe something that creates more stability and security in your life, more bigger foundation, which is the 4th house. The 4th house where the lunar eclipse is happening is the bottom of the horoscope, where almost like, you know, where you can step and ground yourself, the foundation of your horoscope. So that's why it rules home, family, because if this thing is unstable in our life, everything else is on unstable grounding in our life. So it will give you an opportunity to gain something, to realize something. And it's not only on the 10th of February when the lunar eclipse is happening. It can act from January already, a month before, 40 days after the eclipse is very strong, and actually even 3 months after the eclipse. So I would say from January to around the spring, to around the middle of the spring of 2017, this lunar eclipse will be active for you. And it indicates something coming to fruition, you realizing something, but something that you can gain from in regards to home, to family, to your emotional needs, to your personal life, to your mother, for example, property in some way. And whether it's your ascendant sun or moon in Taurus, you can still benefit from this solar eclipse in the moon through those fated events. And also, I would say even in regards to your career, where the sun is, because the sun is the other end of the lunar eclipse, you know. The sun is the opposite side, and it's still strongly supported by this, by the grand square aspect. And even here, it has positive aspects. I forgot to add those. Sextile from Saturn and Jupiter. So even in regards to your career and your social life, you can manifest something in a powerful way over the next few months because of this lunar eclipse, Taurus. And then on the 26th of February, we have a solar eclipse. Now it means that the sun and the moon are together in the sky. And solar eclipses are about new beginnings. Lunar eclipse is about seeing results of action, something that has been in the making comes and manifests and fruitions. Solar eclipses is about new beginnings, but this solar eclipse is a little bit different. And it's happening in your 11th house, and the solar eclipse will be active for 4 or 5 months even after that. So it's not just on February the 16th that you expect something, February 26th that you can expect what I'm talking about to happen, but actually a few months after that, and even a month and a half or 2 months before February, so already from January 2017. For some come earlier, for some later. It's not necessarily exactly on the 26th. Usually it's within a few months. So what it means is that the sun, this solar eclipse, is going to be in Pisces. It's going to be in your 11th house. So it means that, and it's very spiritual in nature, because look how many planets are together, first of all, in Pisces, because Pisces is a very spiritual sign. It's a very mystical sign. And it's a sign about releasing and letting go. And it's part of Ketu. Ketu creates the solar eclipse. Just like Rahu created that lunar eclipse, Rahu is about giving you something, Ketu is about releasing something. It's about letting go something. But solar eclipses are about new beginnings. So here we're being asked by the universe, we need to release something consciously, and something will be taken from us because of Ketu, and Neptune is about releasing as well, and Pisces is about releasing. We have like a triple release energy here, where indications. So the universe is telling us you have to release something. Something will be taken away from you to make space for something new that will fruition over the next 6 months in regards to social circle, friendships, the people that are in your social environment. Belonging to groups and organizations, which is the 11th house. Ideological beliefs, political beliefs of some sort is also the 11th house. Ideological and humanitarian and social beliefs of any sort. You see, it's kind of a bit mystical as well. But also 11th house rules our personal goals, long-term goals, things that we work hard for a long time. For example, if you want a PhD, it's the 11th house. If you have a goal of long-term wishes and dreams, is the 11th house. Wishes and dreams of being, say, I want to be on opera, you know, that would be my 11th house. Wishes and dreams, and they can be very selfish wishes and dreams. It's not like, I wish peace for the world. These are your personal wishes and dreams, and something you will have to release about your goals and release about your long-term goals and wishes and dreams, and maybe release some resistance, or maybe release some kind of a blockage, which will allow you to manifest a new long-term goal, which will allow you to manifest and attain one of your dreams and wishes over the next 6-7 months. But first, it might feel like something is taken away from you, something you're disappointed with and you release, something especially more tangible, maybe an unproductive part of a goal or wish. Or another thing can happen is that the universe can remove something from your life, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a circumstance or situation which has been blocking or sabotaging the fulfillment of some long-term dream and goal of yours. You know, and if you're losing something around February, I want you to remember that this eclipse is there to release you from, which is very Piscean in energy, release, very spiritual, Neptune, which is very good for your spiritual development. But it's to release you of something that is blocking a long-term goal. That is, if some of you might lose a friendship, or a friendship can go away, or social environment, or social or personal goal of some sort. But it's kind of keep in mind that this is solar eclipse. Solar eclipses will bring new beginnings. Well, and almost in a magical way, because it's happening in Pisces, and the Sun and Moon in conjunct a special star in the sky, which is called Scat, which is about fulfilling wishes. And astrologers have been saying actually this can be amazing solar eclipse to visualize, especially for you Taurus, to visualize your long-term goals and wishes, because the 11th house rules wishes and dreams, and the star Scat, where the Sun and Moon are conjunct, for this, it's about fulfilling wishes. So I would advise you make a wish of something you want to fulfill, a long-term goal, and something will be released before that in your life, some blockage maybe, or circumstance that has been, you know, putting an obstacle to you reaching that goal, whatever that wish or dream is, and it can be completed over the next few months after that, or it can bring you this new beginning. Okay, so that's one side of the picture, and we also have Mars and Venus. They will be in Aries for a big part of February, which means that Venus is you guys. Venus rules you. Wherever Venus goes, this is how you feel. And Venus going into your 12th house, I don't know. It's basically, it can make you feel a little bit more. And Mars, the planet of energy, being in your 12th house for the most of February, can indicate that, can put you in a more romantic state of mind. It can put you into a little bit more let go and enjoy yourself, or kind of escaping reality mode, or having romantic or sexual interests that are hidden, that are behind the scenes, that are more in your fantasies, that are more in the intangible world. Or they're somehow more private, those activities connected to love, to romance, or to anything you're passionate about and you love. It's not necessarily another person, it might be some activity that you're doing in the comfort of more private atmosphere. For example, if you're in any creative business, this can be extremely stimulating, because those two passionate planets in the 12th house of the imagination will stimulate it powerfully. But if you have some addictions, Mars and Venus there can stimulate you towards such kind of more escape reality activities overall. And especially the strong Piscean energy of the solar eclipse as well is there. In Pisces and the 12th house have very similar energy. What is another important thing is that Jupiter is turning retrograde and will be retrograde till June 2017 for 4 or 5 months basically. And what it means is that from February, and it's becoming retrograde in your 6th house. So it indicates 6th house is about work, is about health routines. So it indicates that over the next 5-6 months, guys, maybe some opportunity that came in regards to your work, but it was missed, or maybe some plan in regards to your work, some project was just mentioned in the previous few months, but nothing happened about it. And now Jupiter starts moving retrograde, and over the next 4 or 5 months, you might be given an opportunity for it to come back to you, to work on it, to manifest it. And retrograde planets require 3 times more work, even Jupiter, the great benefic. It will require 3 times more work. But the final results when it turns direct from June onwards can be extremely gratifying and 3 times more lasting and 3 times more powerful. So you might be required to work harder in regards to acquiring knowledge, in regards to your health, in regards to your health routines, in regards to something to do with your work. Maybe some work opportunity from the past or work development from the past can come back. So, and remember, this is Jupiter. So if something comes back from the past, it will be an opportunity again. It's not going to be something to crush you or to punish you or to show you some, it's not one of those heavy planets that teach us difficult lessons. It's one of those planets that bring back opportunities when it's retrograde, but it requires more efforts from us. It requires, some project might be delayed in regards to your work, in regards to your health, in regards to getting this perfect body, in regards to healing some condition in your body, in regards to completing some work project, in regards to getting the right work. It might get delayed. So it requires more of your efforts, but the final results will be 3 times more beneficial, especially around the summer when Jupiter starts moving direct again. So thank you so much, Taurus. This was your February 2017 horoscope. Follow me on Facebook, where basically I do lots of free readings and where you can follow my psychics and astrologers. And yeah, write to me how your month is going. Thank you.